Hello and welcome to the Kitec self-crimp video installation guide. In this video we'll be talking about covering the options you have for Kitec installations and how to do a basic installation on your pre-existing Kitec system. So before we get into the installation of these Kitec fittings, I just let you know that Kitec comes in 4 different sizes and styles. You have your 1/2 inch, your 5/8, your 3/4 and your 1 inch size fittings that come in a barbed, a PEX, and NPT sizes, male and female. All of these were designed and manufactured in Manitoba, Canada, right in the shop on the machine behind you. Once you've selected your Kitec fittings you wish to install on your system, you're going to need a few things first. You're going to need your crimp tool, be it a scissor or a hand style, depending on which one you order. Now if you pick the hand style crimp tool, you're also going to need a wrench, a 3/4 inch wrench, maybe a 1 inch wrench or a crescent to assist with the crimping of it. You'll see when I get to the crimp of how that works. You may need a soft face hammer to help you install the fitting into the Kitec pipe, and you're going to need a non-petroleum based lubricant to aid in the installing of the fitting into the Kitec pipe. Now once you've selected the style of fitting you want, you're going to need to install it. So first thing you're going to need to do is cut your Kitec pipe. Now I don't have a Kitec system, but I do have pipe kicking around that I can cut to show you. When you make your cut, you want it to be as square as possible. The reason so it goes all the way up to the shoulder and seals the way it should. Now, when you cut the pipe, take a look inside of it. Make sure there's no deep gouges or scratches that will stop the O-rings from sealing. If you have a gouge or a scratch, just cut the pipe back a bit so you get rid of it. Just repeat this until there are no scratches. Now, after you've done that, you need to get rid of the burr at the front of the pipe. To do this, you can either use a knife or your fingernail, whatever works best. Just kind of rub it off. And then your pipe is good to go. Now, once your pipe is prepped and ready for installation, you're going to want to take one of your Kitec fittings and your non-petroleum based lubricant. Now you're going to want to lubricate the fitting all the way around on the O-rings. Now this is crucial because if you don't lubricate the fittings, they have a chance of rolling during the installation. So, once you're all good and ready to go, you take your fitting and you're going to want to push it in. Now, if you have a really tight fit, you may need to use a soft hammer to tap the back of the fitting in. Or you may luck out, like me, and it'll just press right in. Now, when you do press it in, make sure you go all the way to the shoulder of the fitting. The fittings were designed for that, so when you go to the shoulder, it makes the proper seal on the O-rings once the crimp is complete. Now, once you have your Kitec installed in your Kitec, you're going to need to crimp it. Now, we do offer the 2 styles of crimping. We have the scissor crimp, which I'm going to start with. This tool is good for high volume of crimping, so if you're going to do it all the time, this is the one to go with. Now, to do the crimp, we've put a fork on it that datums nicely in this groove that we've also placed in the part. It's fairly straightforward. Just slide it in, give it a crimp. Now you're going to want to ensure that you close the tool all the way. This gives it the proper crimp. If you don't, this may result in a leaky fitting. And it's that simple. Perfect crimp. Down we go. Now, if you selected the hand crimp tool, it's a little more involved than the scissor crimp, but it's designed to give you the exact same crimp. So to start, you got to open the crimp tool. Now, depending on the size of Kitec you ordered, you may have to take both bolts out. I'm just going to do that now so you can see how this works. Take your fitting, use the fork, line the groove up, slide it in. Now, this part of the tool is symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter which way you load it. You don't have to keep track which way the bolt came out of where. Put both bolts in. And just kind of bring them to a snugness in the tool. Now the one thing you got to be aware of on this is you don't want to over tighten one side of the tool because the tool behind this will become incredibly difficult to do. So just throw a 1/4 turn on each side, 1/4 turn on each side, and just repeat this process until the crimp is completed. Now if you do struggle to hold this, you can use a crescent or 1 inch wrench to aid in the holding of it, just like this. And you can repeat this process until your crimp is completed. And like on the other tool, ensure the tool is fully closed to give you the right crimp. Now, once your fittings are crimped, the last thing you're going to do is transition them. 2 of our fittings are plug and play. You have the barb style, slide your hose on, hose clamp, good to go. PEX, essentially the same thing, slide your PEX on, PEX clamp, good to go. Now 2 of our fittings, the NPT female and the NPT male, are made of aluminum, so you don't want to take a dissimilar metal and put them together because it'll cause galvanic corrosion, which is the whole reason Kitec fittings failed in the first place. So you just want to go to your local hardware store and pick up some nylon, PVC, any kind of plastic fitting with an MPT on it to transition it. Just screw it in as a shield, and then you can transition to another stainless, brass, or copper fitting without having to worry about corrosion and a leaky fitting. Once that's done, you're good to go. And that's how you repair your Kitec system using Veritec self-crimp fittings. Now keep in mind, with every order we send an instruction sheet that has everything I touched on to help with your convenience in installing these fittings. From all of us in Veritec, we wish you the best in Kitec repairs. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email. Thanks for watching.